Now let's talk about an area of law of attraction that is most exciting, and that's the area of imagination. Now, first of all, many people do not understand imagination. When you hear people talk about imagination, you'll hear them say things like this: that guy is just a man of imagination, or that is just your imagination. Come back to reality. Come on, wake up, Bernard. Quit dreaming. Do you ever hear people saying stuff like that? Well, dreams are the birthplace of goals, and dreams are powerful, and dreams are a result of imagination. Now, you can either decide to live by logic or you can live by dreams. Now, many people say you've got to live by logic. It's logical. Well, common sense tells you if a Mack truck's coming down the road, get out of the way. Does that make sense? Cheers. All right, but that same common sense may try to limit you financially. Like you may have a goal to make $1 million a year. Well, your common sense says no one in your family's ever made $1 million a year. How can you make $1 million a year? Well, there are many people that make a lot more than $1 million. So, what is the difference? It's imagination. See, when it comes to the law of attraction, here's the rub: your subconscious mind doesn't know if you're just imagining what you're imagining or whether it's what you really are experiencing. In the realm of spiritual law, this is why when you believe something, you receive it. And it's a tough thing for people to understand sometimes. That's why I want you to stay with me in this workshop, because you got to retrain your brain, okay? Bald head and all. You got to retrain your brain so that you start thinking big thoughts and imagining big things. So, what are you imagining today? In the law of attraction, you've got to control your thinking by releasing your imagination. Okay? What do you mean control your thinking by releasing your imagination? There's a scripture that says you're to cast down imagination and bring imaginations and bring every thought captive to the obedience of Christ. So Christ is about right thinking. Christ is about positive thinking. And believe it or not, Christ is about law of attraction. And remember, birds of a feather, they do flock together. So what are you going to do now? You're going to start imagining big things. Let's focus it. Imagine you making the income you want to make. What would your life be back? Now sit back and take some time and just imagine that. Imagine yourself going to Hawaii. Imagine yourself going to Fiji. Imagine yourself going to Jamaica. Imagine yourself buying a new car. I know some people who have never owned a new car. Some people say a new car is not a good investment. Well, if you can afford it, why not buy a new one? Imagine yourself. Now, it doesn't cost you anything to imagine. Thank you so much for joining me. Continue with me through this workshop. Visit us on the World Wide Web at Center, CENTRE 4 IAM.com. And may the great I Am expand your life until your destiny is fulfilled. Imagine it.